throughout history, except the last 200 years, which include the Industrial Revolution and of course the post-independence, including post-independence, except the last 200 years, India has been an open and a prosperous country. That is the first fact, which people have forgotten. People have always considered India to be perennially a backward, poor country, which is wrong. India has been a perennially backward, poor country only for the last 200 years. Thousands of years before that, all along, India has been an open and a prosperous country. Now, India was not one country, India was several kingdoms. They made into one country when the British came. So, otherwise there were small kingdoms all over the geographical area of India. But all these kingdoms, we were famous for being very prosperous, very prosperous. I was telling you yesterday that our balance of trade was so surplus, we had nothing to buy from the world. We had only produced everything which the world needed, we produced it. And there was nothing which the world produced and we didn't produce. So there was nothing which we could buy from the world. But the world kept on buying things from us. They kept on buying clothes, kept on buying instruments, kept on buying jewelry, kept on buying everything. They wanted it and India had it. And every day, one ship fully laden with gold would come to the Indian shores. They would buy whatever it is, and since India had nothing, they had nothing to give, they would give gold to the Indians. That is the only thing which Indians could accept, because there was nothing else to accept. They didn't want anything. That was the level of prosperity, and that is not 1 year or 2 years, that is for thousands of years. But that people have forgotten. But anyway, so we were open and we are prosperous. Now we are closed and we are poor. So I want to say, so we want to have two areas. One is we want to establish that we were all along in history, we were open, and because we were open, we were prosperous. So we now want to convince people that we should be open again so that we become prosperous.
Fantastic.
That is what, and then with the independence and all the industrial revolution, we started controlling. I told you first, control Raj. Whole thing was absurd to the limit. We never had economy and never experienced such controls. So that is one thing is that. So we want, the first thing we want to re-establish and rewrite world history is to establish that India was prosperous, India was open and therefore it was prosperous. So let us make it open in order to make it prosperous.